Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you the recent finished pictures. These are not all colored within the month of March, but over a longer period of time, because on some pictures I've been working on and off. But I thought it was nice to do a little update of my coloring adventure, and I will also be showing my current whip. But first things first, let's start with the books that have a finished picture in them. And the first book is A Fairy Touch of Magic by Klara Markova. I'm going to put my lamp aside. And the one that I have colored is this one. In one of my previous videos with whips, I just started this picture. I had colored in this little pilot cat, I think it's a cat, and the witch. And then afterwards I totally messed up this mushroom. It was horrendous. I based it with Inktense pencils, but oh boy, the colors that I'd chosen were super ugly. Luckily I could save it with a lot of work with some luminance pencils, so that it's looking now quite normal and yeah, like I wanted it to look. And yeah, once that mushroom was looking okay for my feeling, I continued doing all the rest, and I'm especially happy with those fruits. Oops, I'm sorry for that bump. I'm going to come a little closer. I really like how these colors are blended together, and I based it also with luminance pencils, and then with Holbeins I did the extra details. So this is a close-up, and there are stickles going on, but it's not super visible. It's a bit, yeah, here and there. Glossy accents as well. I can't color in any coloring book without glitter stuff or glossy stuff, so it couldn't be left out of this page either. So I'm very happy with the result. I had chosen a background color and it looked different in my mind. I hadn't grabbed my swatch book to check it. I just grabbed the pencil and thought, okay, we will see what it will bring me. And it was a much brighter blue than I had imagined, but due to the poppy colors of the fruits, I could lift the darkness a bit up, and yeah, I'm very happy with how it's turned out. The next finished one is in Mythical Maidens. I did a tutorial on the wings on the back here. There's a video up for how I color in such wings, and I had started this one beforehand, and I thought it would be lovely to finish it. So not very fond of her outfit, but I really like how the tree turned out. I must say I've already forgotten how I've done it. I know it's Prismacolor pencils, but I think I did a base with something, but I can't remember what it was. Also maybe, no, I don't think I've used markers. Not sure how I did it, but yeah, I really like the end result. I'm going to give a close-up. She has glossy lips, glossy eyes, a lot of glitter on her wings, and quite a lot of Signo use on the flowers here and there. So yeah, and Hannah Lynn books are always fun. So really enjoyed working on this picture too. And then I got a book for review, and this picture was already featured in a video, so I'm not going to talk too much about it. It was featured in the flip through of this book, and it was this one. worked with watercolor pencils. And it's visible and hearable. I did do a base layer with some pencils on top on the clothing of the girl. Of course, her face was regular pencils, and the plants here as well. And the dragonflies have how is this product called? It's from Winsor & Newton. I can't remember the name, but it's very shimmery and shiny. So iridescent medium, that was it. That was this book. And then I did one in a Jade Summer one. It was ages since I colored in a Jade Summer, and I really like working in those books as well, because they're also very suitable for a base layer with markers. And I decided to tackle an elf. This was done way before. Where is she? Here she is. And I'm super proud of how she turned out. I did show this one. I just colored in her skin with a water-based marker, and it was almost orange. It was so ugly. It's black paper, so you can't see, but it was so ugly, and I tried to save her with pencils on top, and I'm so glad that it was lifted up. She's looking a bit more pale than with the marker alone. Yeah, I'm very happy with how this jacket turned out. She has glossy lips. It was quite a lot of work, this picture, but I'm super happy with the outcome. Like her wings. Yeah. So, yeah. And I immediately knew that once I looked at her, I wanted to give her some turquoise hair. So I just did. It was a lot of fun to work in this book again. And then the last finished pictures, I've bumped the camera again, I'm sorry. The last finished picture is one in the Imaginary Friends coloring book by Karolina Kubikowska. One of my favorite coloring books. I received her newest one. Forgetting the name again. I always want to say something with moon, but it's not moon. I'm going to take a peek. Magic Hour. It's called Magic Hour. I'm always, what do I have with the moon? I'm not sure, but Magic Hour. In a way, I love that book. Haven't started it yet, but I just wanted it in my collection because I really like her artwork. And yeah. Onto the page that I did color in here. This is my preferred book for using Brushshow powders. And I've done this picture. I did use this one for demonstrating how I color in black hair. And I've shown some strings here, how I did it. And then, yeah, the rest was finished off camera. And I'm super happy with how this turned out as well. This is just such a heavy book. Going to refocus again. So a lot of glitter on the butterflies. Other than that, it's kept quite plain. Also her ribbon has some shimmer. But it's not very visible. There is a little bit of the brand name. I'm going to grab it. This pen. Spectrum Noir Sparkle. It's like a wink of Stella. She's wearing a veil above her face, and I've done some lines with that Spectrum Noir glitter. But not too obvious that it was just shimmering very politely, I should say. Now you can see it in her hair, so that it's quite natural looking and it's not covering up or making my colors dull, because I didn't do a wash with some metallic paint over her head, because that was my first idea, but I don't know, it's going to fade out all the colors and I didn't want that to happen. So I've chosen the Spectrum Noir glitter pen for the effect. And I really like the brush show effect. It gives you a background that you never know how it will turn out once it's dried, and I really like that. And the paper is so thick, it can handle it perfectly. It does bleed through, so you really have to be careful and always use protection for the page underneath. But once it's dried, it doesn't do anything anymore. But yeah, super happy with this page as well. And I've bumped again, sorry. The tripod is in the way, so that's why I have some little accidents. And this is my current whip. It's from Midnight Masquerade by Hannah Carlson. I've bought the English edition because normally I prefer the edition of Mus, but the publisher didn't send any review copies, since there was a little bit of discussion with Hannah herself, because the publisher didn't respect her the continuation of her story in the book. They mixed and matched some pages. One page was even forgotten, and since there isn't a second print, as far as I know, I decided to go with the English version. I must say I like the English version, but I still prefer the paper of the Mus editions. Not sure for her new books if she's going to cooperate with them again. If not, I will buy the English version again, because the Swedish one, I don't like the paper at all. I have one book, it's Tidevarv, it's Seasons, I think. And no, I'm not a fan of the paper. I prefer the English one above the Swedish one, and then the Dutch one above the English one. This is a glossy protective page. I'm doing this one. Don't be shocked, because I'm a bit shocked with how I'm coloring in the hair. But yeah, I wanted to do something different and not color in a normal cat or lion woman. I wanted to give her some poppy hairs, and yeah. So, and the page has some special effects with paints here and there. I've used a base layer of Neocolor 2, and then I grabbed metallic paints in gold, green, dark green, and the white dots that you are seeing is the iridescent medium by Winsor & Newton again. So yeah, it's a very colorful page, but I'm really liking it. I really like how her skin turned out. I've base layered the skin and the hair with water-based markers to not let her have a pale or a beige or a white skin. It's a base layer of light gray. It's not very visible anymore, of course, but yeah, I'm really liking how she's turning out. The hair will take some time still. I plan on doing some darker strengths here and there, maybe add some dark blue for extra depth, but so far I'm working with the reds, and going to do the reds first, then the oranges, and so forth. And then I have to decide which color to do the ribbon. I'm not sure yet, but it's a slow process. I've been coloring on this page for quite some time now, but I'm not continually coloring. And yeah, but I'm really happy with how how she's looking right now, and I hope it will be finished soon. So that was it for my recently finished pages and my current WIP. I hope you enjoyed watching my current creative escapes, and I hope you will all you're all having fun with your hobbies, being it coloring or something else as well. I hope everything is well for you, for your family, your loved ones, and I hope I can see you soon on a new video. Take care, everybody. Bye.